Hello everyone and welcome to a one-piece card match here. This is mine and the BOA players. Ooh, my video's lagging. Okay, there you go, we're good. This is me and the BOA players, like rematch after the finals match. We decided to play another one because why not? This game is a very, very fun one, very intense. So I am happy that I get to show this one off. I'm like glad that we recorded it. Alright, so here we go. He doesn't mulligan and I do mulligan. It's funny because I forgot that I mentioned this before, but I did say like, oh, we have like the same card sleeves, but they're different brands. Same color, different brands, basically. But yes, so he doesn't mulligan, I do, so I got to take this hand no matter what it is. So let's go ahead and get the 5 life going. And yeah, let me know, guys. Do you like BOA as a leader, or do you like Lucci more? I personally don't really like Lucci. But yes, so we're continuing the game by going into game 2 essentially, and he chooses to go second. Here I am. I'm literally explaining to him like I feel like this leader is kind of boring, but it's fun to play and win. So I guess it's technically fun. So he goes Sengoku, finds Jinbei off the top, has a Jinbei to hand, and he's looking pretty set. Go ahead and take my card for turn and get my 2 done, and let's just see what I have to play here. I was hoping I'd have stage. Does not look like I have stage or anything to do, so I just go 8 into life, and we go ahead and we mill 2. Let's see, does he counter? He takes it. That's good for me, right? I bring him down a little bit more. Once he starts getting all the blockers out, that's when it's going to get difficult. So on his 4 down turn, I'm kind of assuming he's just going to drop Jinbei, but I don't really have anything to play for 5 right now, and I just milled 2 cost reduction cards, so I am going to end up just taking this hit so I have possibly something to play. And let's see what he decides to do here. Yeah, I have 2 Rebecca, 2 Lucci. Like, I have a bunch of things that aren't even counter. Like, I have 2 Rebeccas, which are both counter cards, but 2 Luccis and a Brook not being counter kind of sucks. So here he goes Jinbei. Jinbei play Weevil, Weevil to draw a card, and I'm like, this combo is really strong. What do I do here? I have to decide how I want to do this. So I have a cost reduction on Lucci, which means I can bring Jinbei or Weevil down to 3. I have a Suru. No matter what, I just can't finish it off. So boom, boom, mill 2. Did not want to really mill those, but it does put me in a position to where I can actually pop something. I'm thinking on who I want to minus, but after I re-looked at the board, I was like, wait, Weevil's a 6k, so yeah, I do get the pudding out of hand, which is nice. So I go ahead and I minus the Weevil down to 1. I go 4 for Lucci, and then I Lucci effect, just taking these 3. But then I thought about it for a second, like, wait a minute, no. I just grabbed the top 3 not thinking. I need to put these guys because I at least need a character in there. Like, I just need a CP card there that is also a character. But really quick, I am going to take a break. I had to get up and do something, so let me pause it for you. Alright, and getting right back into it. For you guys, it took no time at all. For me, it was 3 minutes. But yeah. So, I popped the Lucci and the Weevil, using 2 cards out of my hand to do it, and all 5 of my done. And I decided to leave the character there in case I need to just have another character. Oh yeah, so I put the Kaku there so that way I could pick it up off of the Rebecca. And then he goes BOA, he freezes Lucci, bottom decks the Suru, and he has too many cards in hand to actually draw. So I finally get the stage, and I'm like, okay, can I actually do something here? And I'm like, well, if I had the 8 drop and I had put the stage out a turn sooner, I would have had something to do. But I think I have the ability to clear his BOA, so I don't have to worry about it. But I think his Jinbei does get the stick, which is the unfortunate part of this situation. But again, you got to do what you got to do. When you don't have the minus, you got to play what you got. So right now I'm just deciding how big I can actually go with the Lucci and who I'm actually able to pop. So I go ahead and I swing 6 and I mill 2. Khalifa and a Sabo. And I bring the Jinbei down to 3. And then I'm doing the math, and I'm like, wait. I could have killed the Boa. And I realized this after, and I'm like, well, can't really do anything about that now. So here's the play. I go Brook, and I go ahead and I just remove the Jinbei there. But honestly, I should have just minus the Boa, and then played the lobby. Yeah, I should have went 6 into life, minus the Boa down to 5. Play the Ennies lobby to bring the Boa down to 4, and then play... Did I have a plan? No, I don't think I could have cleared the Boa that turn. Unless I had an extra, like, Suru in hand, no. But I could have done this exact same play and played a Rebecca and Kaku this turn. And that was the play that I meant to do. Is to have a Rebecca and Kaku on the board here, so that way I still had the 6k body and a blocker just already set. But I missed my opportunity to do so. I did get a trigger, but I chose not to use it. I think it's just the Tempest Kick one. And I think it's a trigger, it's just like draw a card. Which is good in clutch modes of the game where you need to, what is it called? Just have more counter. So he plays Jinbei, Jinbei play Law effect to bounce back to hand, and he bottom decks one of my cards. I did not see what it was, but that's fine. I should be able to learn here soon. Then he goes 8 into life, and I have to take it. I don't have the counter to actually get out of it. And at this point in the game, I have decided that I am going to go the blocker route. I'm going to put up so many blockers, and he goes ahead and rips another card out of my hand. I'm going the route where I am just going to blocker up and just hope that he can't clear the blockers, but I can't go down to 0 life, or he will have his little Warlord Diablo Jambe equivalent. So it's a really risky game I have to play here. So now I have 9 done, and let's see how I decide to play this out. There's 2 Jinbeis on the board I have to really worry about. He's already ripped cards out of my hand, and I have a Boa character here that is going to swing even bigger. So my priority now is to clear the board and minimize hits. And yeah, there's a lot to do. There's a lot to do here to catch up. Luckily, I have been swinging at life, so I do have the ability to actually... like not get too far behind. I shouldn't say I have the ability to. It's more of a I'm not so far behind that I can't risk not taking a hit. So I go 5 into life, and I go ahead and I mill 2 cards, Lucci and a Moria. I've milled 3 8 costs off of my leader effect, which sucks. Cool. And then I minus the Boa because I kind of want to bait him into letting it die if I decide to swing into it. Because if I'm not mistaken, I don't have a way to clear anything here. So I gotta think it through. So I go 2, and I go Ennies lobby, and then thinking like if I want to use it or even if I want to minus it. Let's see what happens. He has a bunch of cards in hand too, so I figured he's gonna counter out of anything. Okay, we're figuring this out together, guys. Mathing it out. I don't know. I don't remember the play that I go for here. Oh, it looks like I'm going all in on the Boa. Yeah, I just went all in with the Boa. I have 1 Dawn left, so I guess I'm gonna probably just swing 7 at life. Yep, I just go 7 at life. See if I can keep him down. I want to keep us around the same life as much as possible. And he does take it, which is perfect for me. So here we go, goes back to his turn. He's got 10 done. I have 2 life, he has 2 life, so I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling good about this current position. Even though I should be like a life up on him because I went first, he's just had more swings, and there's nothing I can do about those swings. He has the potential for game on board too. You could go like 7 7 7 9 9 9. So you could go what 9 9 10? Right? Is that right? No, 9 9 8. I think that's the numbers. He could go those numbers and possibly win, but that's barring no trigger and no counter. Or not enough counter to get out of one of the 9/8s. Which is only 2 cards to get out of an 8, which is pretty nice. I remember now. He's actually debating if, like, how he should play this turn. If it's worth it for him to play one of a single card in hand. He's trying to figure out if it's worth playing the one card or if it's worth going wide and swinging multiple times. I think he believes that he can't get game here. I don't know what my hand is, but I did see a Khalifa, so it's possible I could just get out of it. So, oh yeah, and I see a Kaku, so I did have 9k, so he couldn't game me that turn. So yeah, he goes 6, I counter. He goes 6, and I counter. And then he goes 7? He's hovering 7, let's see. But yeah, his possible play of going 998 would not have worked because I did have the 2k counters. So good thing he didn't go for that. And looking at my hand, I do have some other 1k counters. So he looks like he goes 7 into Brook, and I do let Brook go. Nothing I can do about Brook getting hit. I already used my 2ks, and I'm not going to give him 2 cards. So he goes Boa, and he freezes the Lucci, and he doesn't return anything. So no card draw, but I think he still has, yeah, he has too many cards in hand anyway. So I go 5 into the Jinbei, and then effect to minus the other Jinbei, see if I can get anything out of his hand. I'm hoping his hand is just filled up with blue bricks, so I can just start actually answering the board a bit. And it does go, and I'm like, okay, that's perfect. And I still have Ennie's Lobby up, so it's looking good for me. I go ahead and minus him down to 1, and it looks like I didn't have what I wanted. Oh wait, I see my hand, I have another Ennie's Lobby. Alright, so I go 4? Is that 4? No. I got something else here. 1. Tempest Kick, the Boa down to 3. And then I need to minus the Boa by 1 more if I want to do a Lucci. I go spawn him, hoping to find something here. Did not find something. End up getting a Kaku, but more cards in trash is always good. Then I go 2 more. I replace my Ennie's Lobby with an Ennie's Lobby to Ennie's Lobby, the Boa down to 1. And now I have enough Don here. Yes, I have enough Don here to go Lucci. Yes, I go Lucci. I pop both characters. And if I was a little more Don efficient, I would have gotten 6, 7 into life. But happens. So let's see what his response here is. There's threats on the board. We are now in a position where we are both threatening lethal. I just got very lucky that I could actually clear his entire board. Oh yeah, I accidentally put that Lucci down rested for some reason. Thought I played him off of Moria or something, but nope, he's active. So he can't even swing into any of my characters. He can only swing into life. And again, I have to watch myself to make sure I don't go down to 0 life while he has the that Warlord Jambe like card. Let's see here. Alright, back again. So he's going to Kaido, and I was like, oh, he's going to get rid of both Luccis. But I actually forgot that he can't, it's an 8 and a 3, so he can't actually return both Luccis here. So he can only put 1 back, and he decides to not put the Spondon back because he doesn't want me to search for anything that I might need. So now I'm here, and I'm like, okay, he can't kill me next turn. I probably need to set up blockers. So what do I do? He has 2 life, so I really just have to hit his life as much as I can, because now lethal is looking way easier for him. Because next turn he might just put me at 0, and then after that I just die to the Jambe like card. Alright, the play here is use that Rebecca. I can see it in my hand, and I think that might be a Borsellino also in my hand. So I probably will double block her and just go as many swings as possible at life. Alright, so I go 5 into his life, and I mill 2 cards, and his response is... I really can't tell what's in his hand, so I don't know if he even has counter or not. I'm assuming that he should have, yeah, at least 1k counter, right? What card you got? Oh, the Crocodile, which is a 2k. That's pretty telling that he's out of 1ks, which means that might be a sign that he's out of playable cards. So honestly, going for his Kaido, if I could clear his Kaido, it doesn't seem like that bad of an idea. Man, my trash is full and I have nothing to pull from. Alright, so I minus this Kaido down to 7 total now. I didn't bring a 7-sided die, that's why you don't see a die there yet. If I even clear it. I don't even remember, to be honest. This was like last week's match. I'm going again tonight. So I go 8, I think, at life. Which means I'm probably going to play an 8 cost, but I did not see an 8 cost in my hand. So he goes double law, which means I got 3 4k counter, or 3 2k counters out of his hand this turn. So now I go Rebecca effect. We pull up the Kaku, which honestly I probably should have pulled up a 2k counter, but it's fine. Then the other 4 I play a Borsellino and I pass. So no 8 Don play other than just double blockering. But I feel pretty safe behind 2 blockers. I can use Rebecca to sponge up a hit, but then he gets rid of them both. Yep, that sucks. That is very bad for me. But he only has 7 Don left, and yep, now I'm really beating myself up. I don't have another 2k counter. But he goes 6. No, 7, 8. He goes 8 into the Lucci, and I'm debating, like, do I go 9? I just have to let it go. But if I had 2 2k counters, I might have left it. But he's debating if he should swing at life, because he's got me down to 3 cards, and I think he's hoping that I just don't draw what I need. After seeing, like, everything that I've milled, yeah, he's, like, taking a look. After everything I've milled, and not playing any 8 cost this entire game, I think he's just gonna let me pass here. I have nothing that I can really do. And I draw a Kaku for turn, and I'm like, well, this just might be it. I have nothing I can do. There's nothing that's getting me out of this situation right now. I can't even minus the Kaido to do anything. So I'm planning out how I want to swing here. So I go 7 at life. I'm just hoping he takes it, hoping I mill something. And I gotta spawn him, which is great, but no way to pull him out. He does take the 7k swing, and I'm like, well, shoot. How big can I even go here? So I end up going 6 at life. And he does counter out of it, but at least my Spondum did something. Then I play Lucci just to have a body, and I pass. Very back and forth game. But I finally took the lead in life advantage. And I have 4k counter in hand to prove it. Really should have took that Khalifa, so that way I could have done something. But he goes 5 at life, and 5 at the Spondum, which is nice. That's just 1 less life. He wants to give me the least amount of cards as possible and slowly bleed me out. I think he's trying to just go for game in 1 swing if possible. So I believe I asked him to check his trash to see how many counters he had. I didn't feel like grabbing his cards. And I can't remember what the answer was, or if he was just checking his own trash. But yeah, I'm here, and I'm just trying to figure out how I live. He rests 10, he goes Kaido and puts the Lucci back in my hand, and I'm like, dude, what do I do? He draws a card because the card was returned, and he does not swing at life because he doesn't want to give me a card. And I think I drew the card I needed anyway. Yep, I drew a Moria, which is great for me. Actually, perfect. He knows I have 2 Lucci in hand, and that means 2 of my cards are blanked on counter. So I have to go for the Hail Mary. I go for 7 at life, hoping he takes it. And I mill my 2, and I don't know what I see. But yeah, mill 2 -1, because why not? Just -1 there. Doesn't matter what I minus. And he counters out, and I'm like, this is terrible. I -7 to one of his Kaidos, or get him down to 7 with the Enni's Lobby, and I go 8, play the Moria, and now I have to figure out how I do this. So I go Moria into Rebecca, Rebecca into Spondum? No, Rebecca into... yeah, into Spondum, just to get more mills, see if I can get any answers. And joke's on me, I didn't get the answers. So I end up taking the Spondum off the Rebecca, but then I thought about it for a second, like, wait, before this resolves, let me not take the Spondum, let me take the Lucci. And then I'm like, wait. I'm like thinking about it, like, wait a minute, hold on. I'm just like doing the math, I'm like, wait, no, the Lucci is also not the answer. I'm still just thinking about what this Rebecca is going to pull up. And I end up going with the Spondime. And then the Spondime... oh wait, no, that Lucci was already in my hand. I didn't take it up. So I go Spondime. And then I use his effect, and I'm like, alright, I bottom deck these 3. These 3 CPs to play the Khalifa, which is supposed to be rested. And I use her to cycle my hand one last time, dropping the 2 Luccis out. And I drew into 2 2K counters, and I'm like, with this math, I should live. Even if he has the Jambe, I should live because I have 1 blocker. And everything that he has to clear this blocker will put him at math to where he can't kill me. So yeah, this is why Gecko Moria should probably get stopped. Card's really, really good. It literally took my losing situation into a potential winning situation. But again, you know, I am looking at 2 10-cost Kaidos I can just swing 12 for free. And a Boa that could technically go up to 15. Or he can literally use his Don however he pleases and get anything that he wants done. I'm just so fortunate to have drawn into counter. Alright, so let's see how he decides. I think we're both realizing that this is the end of the game. One of us has to go for game. If he swings and gets it, he gets it, but if he misses, it's GG's for him. Let's see, I'm at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards, and he's also at 5 cards. So we're both pretty even here. And this is the things I was talking about, where like this game got very, very intense. He's got the bigger bodies, he's got lethal available, and it feels like it's impossible to not win at this point when you have the amount of swings needed, and if you have a way to clear the Rebecca. So then he nope, he goes 6. Yeah, he goes 6 and he red rocks the Rebecca. Not a bad play. Like, he kind of had to do it. And then now he has... oh yeah, he draws because he bottom decked a card. Because I put him at 4 cards in hand. And now he has to go 9 and hope I can't counter out of it. So he goes 9. And because of that Lucci cycle... or not Lucci, the Khalifa cycle... I'm actually able to get out of this, which is actually perfect. I was like 9. Had to make sure I wasn't going to die to the other swings. So I actually counted out the Kaido swings to just force him to go for game because I didn't want him to clear any of my bodies. And yeah, so now he goes the last 12. I go 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and gets me out. It was a perfect hand to get out of that. And then he passes, and I'm like, alright, cool. I think I can also go for game here. But I do have to remember he has 5 cards in hand. So if one of my swings... we're in the exact situation that he was in. If I go for game and I miss, he wins. So 5 cards in hand, potentially drawing into anything that he wants. I did draw for turn, get started here. And I'm like, okay, I have too many swings to not win, right? So I just have to like poke. So I go 9 in. If he takes it, I'm feeling good. And if he doesn't take it, I'm feeling bad. So yep, he takes it. And then I go 2 into Kaido, 2 into Kaido, and he just lets it resolve. I go 5 into life. See if I can just get one more card out of his hand. Gets a pudding, and then I just go all in, and I'm like, you just can't have it, right? And then he's counting out his cards. See if I slow rolled him, and he did not slow roll me. He only had 1k counter in hand. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. That was a very close game. If you guys enjoyed, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next week. Peace.